Alright, good morning guys. Today I'm going to be doing a video on my top flies for ice fishing. So I'm on a selective gear rules lake today, which means I cannot use any bait, barbless hooks, and so on a lot of these lakes I actually like to utilize a variety of fly patterns for ice fishing for these trout. I got here on this one, I've got my famous blobs that I really like to use. This is a custom tied one that I put some tungsten into to really get it to sink, and I really like to run these on my dead stick rods. So I'm going to use my automatic hook setter here and get this set up. Big blob flies. Oh, it's a nice one. There we go. Pretty. There we go. Beautiful little trout on the blob fly.
I absolutely love blob flies. I typically just fish them dead stick. They do far better dead stick than jigged. They're just a bright attractor fly tied with this F&F material, which has a real soft kind of bristly fill. A lot of times I'll put some iridescent tails or marabou tails on them. I wrap them with a non-toxic wire and use a tungsten head so they sink really easily on their own. And I think the trout just bite these because they're just curious. They just don't know what it is. It's bright, it has kind of a squishy feel. And I think a lot of times they'll just bite out of curiosity. They'll come and look at it, nibble on it, come back and then take it. And I have caught just about everything on these things. They, for trout, they just really love these blob flies.
There we go. Got one on. It was a tiger. Pretty one too. That was on the chironomid. Check that out. Pretty little tiger. There you go. Pretty little tiger trout on that bloodworm chironomid. Get him back in the water.
Okay, these are chironomid flies. These are basically imitating midge larvae. Midge larvae come in a whole bunch of different colors. Some of them really try to distinctly mimic the actual colors you'll see down there, and there are some chironomids that are reddish in tint. But you can also add, or tie up your own with very bright colors. They're very simple, just thread, wire, and typically a bead head, which makes it nice to drop them. You can use tungsten. The one I was using earlier had a little bit of marabou tied into it, which gives it a really nice pattern when jigged, or some action. So yeah, you can try a variety of these patterns. They really are matching the hatch. These chironomids are active under the ice all winter long, so it's something that they are actively feeding on. So it works great through the ice.
Oh man, look at that balanced leech. Holy cow, that thing looks deadly. Ooh, that looks so fishy. There we go. Got a nice rainbow. Woo, there we go. He came right in on that balanced leech. There you go. Pretty rainbow hit that pineapple balanced leech. Didn't even hesitate. Nice. Barbless hook came right out, so let's get him on his way. Ooh, there you go, buddy.
Okay, another really solid go-to choice is leech patterns. So this includes your woolly buggers, but what I like about a lot of the new patterns coming out on these is they're being tied on jig hooks like these two here, and on that black one there with the red. Most of the time they tied on the front traditionally like that hair leech right there, or that woolly bugger. But now with that jig pattern, you're actually tying on the top of the leech. They call those balanced leeches. And it makes for just a great vertical presentation. They're designed to be fished under indicators in open water, but they're also really excellent. Have a great slow wavering action underwater, looks just like a leech. And yeah, they absolutely love these. They come in just an endless variety of patterns, and most of your fly shops will carry these. So definitely worth checking out for ice fishing trout. Oh, good hit. Dang it, missed it. There we go, got one on the worm. There you go, little tiger. So there's a little tiger, ate that little chewy worm. Get him back on his way. See you later, buddy. There's that chewy worm. They'll come back and hit it twice like that, a lot. So another fly pattern that I really like is the worm pattern. Now, it's hard to find weighted worms. There's a lot of these silicone worms around, but I found this material from F&F. It's their chewy material, chewy worm. So I tie these chewy worms with double tungsten beads. These things are just incredible. It's got like a soft fiber core with little silicone pillars on it, and it just feels really buggy and worm-like. And so they'll come back and they'll just chew on that material, and it works really good. I like tying those tungsten beads in there with a little bit of a hot spot to add a little bit more of an attraction. But this is definitely like a big fish attractor. And man, they will just hammer these things and hold on to them. And I've had fish hit them and then come back to them, so they're definitely one of my favorites. You can substitute the silicone material, just you'll have to find some, or either add some weight to it. You can run a split shot above it if you can't find a weighted worm fly. Now you'll notice that tungsten jig really moves up and down a lot more. It doesn't float because it's a lot heavier, a lot more dense, so it really has a much more sharp action. There we go. Nice. Got him on the tungsten skid. Came right in on it. Come here, little tiger. There's rainbows in the morning and then tigers in the midday. There you go. Alright, this guy back in the water. There he goes. So this is the tungsten flies that I really like. These are from Rainey's, and they're the only ones that are making these commercially, these full shell tungsten flies. I really love these because of just how heavy they are. You can get down really deep with them. You don't have to add additional weight. They come in a couple different colors, orange and gray and green. I tend to do better with the oranges than any others, but you can also try those grays and greens. And yeah, they're just a really good imitation, very heavy, so very easy to fish on an ice fishing rod. And I'm typically running those size 10s and 12s. They have that nice iridescence though. There he goes, got him. I was watching that tiger come in. I love dead sticking these blobs. They just are just so killer. They just can't resist. They got to put it in their mouth out of just curiosity. Well, I think that's going to do it for me today. If you have any questions about the flies I used today, just let me know in the comments below. I'll put links to the ones that are commercially available. And in the future, I'll try and post a video on how to tie up those chewy worms. I do have a video on how to tie blobs, but if you're interested in ordering some blobs, just let me know in the comments below and I'll contact you. All right, guys. Hope to see you out on the ice. And just remember, fish smarter, not harder. Bye, guys.